Hey, it's Bob Negen, and I want to share something that was exciting to me. Friday, I had a giant aha moment. You see, I've been struggling for several months now, trying to figure out how to visualize, how to create a graphic that would really help explain what needs to happen for you to achieve, real success, real retail success. And by that I mean that your store is profitable, that your staff runs, that you have an amazing staff giving your customers amazing experience, that your inventory is run correctly, that the back of the house is working the way that it's supposed to, that your marketing is drawing lots and lots of people in, so that everything is working the way it's supposed to, so that you can have as much fun as you possibly can in your business, so that it's fun and it's exciting, it's an outlet for your creativity, it's profitable, it brings you joy, it brings you pride, it creates lifestyle advantages for you. Everything that you thought would happen when you decided to open your business or decided to buy your business. Because when you started or when you bought that business, you had a dream. And that's what I want for you. And quite often, the only thing that's keeping you from realizing that dream is understanding how all the pieces fit together. And that's what my aha moment was. So I'm up in the front in my office, and it's just been sitting in there, bubbling around in my subconscious for a long time. And maybe it was watching the videos from the video contest that made it all come together. But anyway, I ran up here to our conference room, and I wrote it down on the board. They erased it, unfortunately, but they took pictures of it, and that's what I'm going to share with you here today. I'm going to share with you my aha moment, how I learned or how it came to me to explain to you how it all fits together to get you to that real retail success. Now, if you're just starting a business, if you're just starting your store, this video is going to be incredibly valuable to you because you'll be able to see the big picture from the very beginning. And maybe if you are doing great things. So you've been in business a while and you're doing really good things. You're real happy about the way things are going, but it's not quite working. It's not quite right yet. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that was my story for a long time. Boy, good things were happening, but it just wasn't all put together. This video is for you. I talk to a lot of people who feel like this about their business. Retail success, like I described it earlier, that joyful thing is in a safe, and you've got 5 out of 6 numbers, and you're so doggone close to tasting it, to realizing that dream, but that 6th number just seems to be eluding you. If that's the case, you are in the right place. This video may be the game changer for you. And finally, if your business is running great right now, this may be a great video for you also, because it may give you a new perspective on how to do things, how to rearrange your time in your store. And one thing I know, when things are going the way they're supposed to go, you never rest on your laurels. You're always looking for new great information to help you, more tools to help bring you there. So here it is, my aha moment. So one of my challenges as a trainer, as a teacher, and one of the challenges that I had when I was a retail store owner is to see the unified whole, to see the big picture, not just the little parts, but to see the big picture. And that was my aha moment. You know, last Friday, all of a sudden, boom, it all came together. I had lots of little scraps of paper with diagrams and stuff like this, but it all came together, and I rushed in here and I put it on the board, and that's what I want to share with you. This is my aha moment. So let's start with, imagine being in an airplane at 30,000 feet, right? At 30,000 feet, you can see, you know, for miles and miles and miles, you can see the direction you're going. You can see the curve of the earth sometimes, and that's where we want to start. We want to start from that 30,000 foot view, that big picture view. And that big picture really involves you understanding two outcomes, two things that you want from your business. This is important that you start here. And the two outcomes, first of all, is what do you want from your business? Do you want lots of money? Do you want an amazing lifestyle? Or perhaps you don't need a lot of money. Perhaps you just want to make as much as you made at your last job, and you want to have a small store with a great staff, loyal customers, and that's that. But when you go about that, those are two entirely different outcomes, aren't they? So you have to be clear on what you want. Money, lifestyle, growth. Are you building a business so that you can sell it and retire rich? All of those things. What do you personally want from your business? Outcome number one, again, we're looking at 30,000 feet. Outcome number two is, what do you want your customers to get from your business? Now, this is an important thing also, because Walmart wants their customers to get the lowest price. And I'm looking at you and saying, as a small independent retail store, price is not your competitive advantage. So you have to start to think about, what do you want your customers to experience? How do you want them to feel? How do you want them to react when they come into your store? You know, how do you want them to behave? How do you want your customers to think and feel and behave and react to your business? Once you get clear about those two things, you can build your business a lot more efficiently. So then all of a sudden we take it from 30,000 feet, we take it down to maybe 10,000 feet or 5,000 feet. You know, when you're coming down and you see everything a little more clearly. And these are the specifics of your business. These are the things that need to happen for your business to be successful, for you to get the outcomes that you want: money, lifestyle, fun, joy, fulfillment, all of that stuff, and your customers to get the kind of experience that will bring them back in again and again and again. So really, there's three pieces to this puzzle, and they are product and presentation, back of house execution, and the customer experience. And these are the three big chunks that you look at when you're at, say, 10,000 feet. So all three of these things need to work correctly together for you to get what you want from your business and your customers to get what they should from your business. So let's sort of go through these real quickly. And now what we're doing is, now we're on the ground. Now you're on a road. Now you're actually doing the things in your business that need to get done. Product and presentation. That's assortment planning. That's understanding what you're supposed to have in your business on your floor. Your assortment has to be consistent. Your assortment has to be customer focused. But you have to understand what you should have. I never knew there was such a thing called assortment planning till Susan came to work for us. And she says, well, what's your assortment? I said, what do you mean? We just sell stuff. So this is something to pay attention to. And then there's merchandising and display. And those are your store layouts, your windows, your displays. You know, how does your store look and feel? And all of this has a huge impact on your customers. When they walk into your store, how do they feel? How do they react? Is it working the way it's supposed to? And then, of course, you have inventory management, which is a piece of that. Your customers don't see that, but that's open to buy planning and receiving. And open to buy planning actually is one of the most important things that you can have working in your business, because it keeps bestsellers in stock and it keeps cash in your pocket. So you want your business to provide you with cash? Having open to buy in place is a huge part of that puzzle. So then let's move on. So that's product and display. That's getting the right stuff, putting it in your store so it looks great, so your customers come in and go, wow, it's managed properly so that you have cash. That's product and presentation. Now let's talk about back of the house execution. Nobody sees this stuff, but it affects your business in a huge way. Back of the house execution has a huge impact on you, because when this isn't working the way it's supposed to, you have a lot of stress happening in your life. So let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about store operations. Checklists. You know, Tina Miller in her contest video talked about how she had multiple stores, but because she got into store operations and made store operations happen the right way, when she got cancer, she was able to, you know, fight her illness rather than worry about her store. Store operations is a huge piece of this, you know, whoops, there it is, a huge piece of keeping you stress-free and going on. And part of that is checklists, shipping and receiving. Do you have procedures? Do you have policies? Do you have a clean store? That definitely affects your customers. Your back room, is it neat, tidy? Does it work the way it's supposed to, or does it look like a tornado hit it? If your back room looks like a tornado hit it, it will give you a lot of stress, I guarantee it. If this isn't working, your customers are going to end up feeling it. Then we have technology. And technology are, again, all of these things that affect the way your business runs, which influences the way your customers feel about your business. And so you have your point of sale system, you've got your computer system, you've got your website, you've got your phone system, you have credit card processing. All that stuff needs to work, doesn't it? It all needs to work. If it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, it will create stress on your business and stress on you. You see how all of these things affect you? And when they start to affect you, they affect the way your customers behave and feel about your business. And then financial, all of this is part of back of the house execution also. You've got cash flow, you've got profit management, you've got open to buy, which I talked about earlier. You've got your banking, your relationship with your banker. You've got tax planning. All of this stuff has to work. You know, this is the background stuff, the stuff that your customers don't see, but has a direct impact on the way your business works. So your customers feel it. They may not see it, but they feel it. And not only do your customers feel it, but believe me, as somebody who had a business that ran horribly for many, many years, there's a difference between when things are running on a rail and things are working like they're supposed to, and when all of this stuff is all mucked up. Because when this stuff is all mucked up, the front of the house doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and it creates a lot of stress on you. The final piece of the puzzle is the customer experience. And if you're like me, this is the part that I liked. You know, I just thought it all happened in the front. It all started with sales. It all ended with sales. And it took me a long, long time to learn that this piece of that, both product and presentation and back of the house, had a huge impact on the customer experience also. But you know, if you're like me, all of this stuff is the stuff that I liked to do. So let's sort of go through the customer experience and what goes into the customer experience. Marketing, of course, is a huge part. Marketing is what connects you to the money. Marketing has a huge impact on how your customers feel about you and your business. Let me just sort of do a laundry list of marketing for you here. Email, website, social media, promotions and events, you know, the community involvement, follow-up, publicity. Trudy Salinas in her video for the contest talked about how she learned how to write a press release and Susan taught her how to write a press release, and in 1 year she's had 11 articles, several of them full-page articles, in her local newspaper. I love what she said. She said her customers keep telling her, I see you in the paper all the time. And she said, no, they don't, but I'm just in there often enough that they think they do. The loyalty program, Terry Walker talked about in her video about the 6-box program and what a huge difference it's made in her business. And list building. List building is a huge part of building relationships, about building that business. And this all is part of marketing. This is all part of marketing. And then you've got your staff. Because, my colleagues Kaiser and Bender say that your front line equals your bottom line. And I think you'd agree, and I certainly do. So let's sort of go through the laundry list of all the things that need to happen for you to have a whiz-bang staff, that amazing team that gives your customers an amazing experience. So let's bring this back to you, too, before I go into the laundry list. Your staff, your customers are affected by the quality of your team. I think we can absolutely agree with that. But you are also affected by the quality of your team. If you've got a whiz-bang staff, it's easy. If you've got a terrible staff, if the inmates are running the asylum, not so much. It's a lot more difficult. So this is another piece of that big picture. So you need to find the right people. You need to train them. You need to properly train them on selling. There were 3 or 4 videos in the video contest about people talking about how they train their staff how to sell and what a huge difference it's made in their business. Sales training is one of the most important things that you can do, and creating a sales culture in your business is one of the most effective ways for you to build your business quickly. So we have product training, policy training. You need to empower your people to serve your customers. And then you have to have rewards and accountability. So this is a huge piece of the puzzle. Get this right, great things start to happen. And then we have customer service. And customer service, let's sort of go through that. You want to have customer-friendly policies. And those include your return and exchange policies. Credit card policies. What credit cards do you take? I hope you're taking American Express, because a lot of people want to buy with American Express. Your store hours, are they customer friendly? Staff empowerment. There it is again. You have to empower your staff to take care of your customers. And other communications, phone, web, email, social media. All of these things go into the customer experience. Now, you see, what happens here is when you build your business the right way and when you become a great marketer, you're going to attract new customers into your business. And when you attract them into your business and you do a great job with them, they are going to bring you new customers, word of mouth, referral. Part of this whole piece, this customer experience, is do you have the product and presentation, and do you have the back of the house working for you so that everything here works perfectly? Now, let me just say this. It took me 13 or 14 years, maybe even 15 years, to get my business running on rails. It took a long time. It took a lot of work, a lot of persistence, a lot of failing forward, screwing it up, making mistakes. But I stayed with it. I stayed with it. And I learned the lessons. I learned what I needed to do. And I can tell you that the difference in your life between if your business isn't quite right and your business is amazing, the difference in your stress level, when you get your business working the way it's supposed to, it will fill your life with amazing things. Your business in your store will be fun. You will love your staff, and your staff will love you. Everything will work the way it's supposed to. Your customers will rave about you. You will give them so much value and so much love that they're just going to return all that love in the form of money. Good things are going to happen. And if from the difference between somebody who, I know the difference between it not working and it works, and it is working, and the difference is amazing. Now, I know that there are a lot of you who may feel right now like you've got a really, really, really good business and good things are happening, but you kind of feel not right. Like retail success, like I just explained it, like I just described it, it's in a safe. And you've got 5 of the 6 digits you need to open that safe and take it all out and enjoy it and just really, really eat it up. 5 of 6. I hope that this showed you or helped you see where that 6th number is. Because here's where it all lives. This is where greatness lives. I'm going to jump off the screen here for a second. This is where greatness lives, when you are nailing all of it. You see, if you're nailing just product and presentation, people are going to come into your store and not get a great experience. They're going to leave going, oh, that was a great, nice store. If you screw up the back of the house, you're never going to have cash. You're going to experience an amazing amount of stress. If you have a great customer experience, but if you don't give them a great customer experience, even if you have an amazing looking store, even if everything's working in the back, if they come in your store and don't get the experience, they're never going to come back. So when they all work together, that's where greatness resides. That's where greatness resides. And we call that the whiz bang way. You can do this. I did it, and I'm not that bright. If I can do this, you can do this. That's my challenge to you right now, to understand, to see this whole picture, to understand what you do well and what you don't. And the things you do well, by all means, continue to grow that skill. But look at the things that aren't happening in your business and make a commitment to yourself right now to pick up those skills, to learn those things, to find those tools, and to make it all happen. Because you and your customers deserve it. So, now that you know what the whiz bang way is, now that you can see the big picture and what you have to do, if you want to dramatically, and I do mean dramatically, increase the probability that what happens here to get to there actually happens in your business so that you can experience that joy, that pride, that fun, that excitement, those profits, those lifestyle benefits. If that's the case, I want to strongly encourage you to invest in the Retail Mastery System. You know, the Retail Mastery System is the premier learning resource for independent retail stores anywhere. I mean, that's what I do. I do retail training, and I know what's out there, and there's nothing like this out there. There's lots of good stuff, but nothing like this. Nothing with everything. You know, so what it is, it's a toolbox. It's a toolbox. You know what you have to do. You just need the tools to do it. So when it comes to staff development, the tools are, there's a whole section on finding the right people. There's a whole section on, there's a whole module on selling. If you want to do displays, there's a whole section on the tools. You wouldn't become a professional auto mechanic and not buy the tools you need to do the job, right? You wouldn't say, I'm going to be a professional builder and walk onto the job with a hammer and a saw. You need the tools to do the job. And that's what the Retail Mastery System will give you. Susan and I sat down and said, what does every independent retail store owner need to know, excluding your merchandise? There's nothing about pet stuff in here or stowing stuff or bike stuff. But what are the skills and what are the tools that an independent retail store owner needs to go out and make things happen. And we identified 11 critical skills. There's selling, there's assortment planning, there's store operations, there's personal business skills, there's inventory management, there's staff development, financial management, customer service, electronic marketing, visual merchandising, marketing. There's a kit, a module for each. And in every module, there is DVDs so you and your staff can watch them together. You know, you can all get on the same page. You can all get the same great tools. You can all get the same great ideas. There's CDs so that you can download them and listen to them in your car or when you exercise. All of the forms are downloadable and customizable. There's over 100 sample forms and templates in here. They're all customizable. These are all tools for you to use. And there's a workbook in every one. So the Retail Mastery System was created to make it easier for you to be so much more successful, so much more quickly, to experience less stress. All of those things that we talked about. Less stress, more fun, more profit, better staff, more pride, all of those things. That's why it's here. It's here to help you get to where you want to go a lot quicker. The regular price for the Retail Mastery System is $2,497. And I know you might say, that's a lot of money. I've heard that before. But here's what I'd like to say to you if that's your initial reaction, is that $2,497 may seem like a lot of money, but if you invest $2,500 in merchandise at Keystone at 50%, you're going to, have $5,000 at the end of it. You're not going to be any smarter, or you might not be smarter. You invest in the Retail Mastery System, you're going to have knowledge and tools and, and information that can make you enormous amounts of money. I mean, you watched the videos in the video contest. You heard the success stories. I mean, those aren't paid actors. Those are people who did that on their own because they wanted to share with you what's working for them. So $2,497, but we also have some special bonuses for you if you buy it now. One of those bonuses is 2 tickets to the Retail Success Summit. And by the way, just yesterday we decided on the date. Next year, the 2014 Retail Success Summit is going to be June 30 and July 1, Monday and Tuesday. The value on those tickets is $1,294. It's a bonus for you when you buy the Retail Mastery System. What are we trying to do? We want you to be there. That's why it's a bonus. We want you to be there. We want you to experience it. We want you to be, part of that whiz-bang community. 500 people, the last 2 years, over 500 people have come from all over the world. This year we had people from Scotland. Last year we had people from Italy, Mexico, Puerto Rico. They've come from all over the world, and we don't talk about product. We don't talk about kites. We don't talk about bikes. We don't talk about gifts. We talk about how you build your business. The energy in the room is amazing. We get world-class guest speakers. You'll leave fired up, inspired, ready to take your business to wherever you want it to go. So that's one of your bonuses. We also support you. This is important. We have a community, a relentlessly positive community. And we would love to have you be part of that community, because I get how it can be a grind, going into your store every day is doing the same thing, trying so hard. So we will support you. One of the ways that we support you is we have a community called AmazingRetailers.com. And you'll be a free member of AmazingRetailers.com until the end of the year. And I do a podcast 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Short podcasts, less than 10 minutes. And if you know me, I like to talk, so keeping it less than 10 minutes is hard. But Monday through Friday, it's always first thing in the morning. The purpose of the podcast is to give you great energy, give you great ideas, get you thinking, get you into your store ready to go. And once a week we have interviews or we have articles. So it's another way just to keep you involved, keep you excited, keep you positive, keep you moving forward. We also do monthly momentum builders. So once a month, you're going to get a video from me that focuses on one of the kits in the Retail Mastery System, and it just sort of brings the focus back because we want you to get in here and use these tools, make more money, build a better business. And we also support you. You know, this building, or not this building, but this office, everybody in this building is here for you. I mean, that's what we exist for. At WizBang Training, our mission is to help you be successful. You become part of our community, and we will do everything we can to help you be successful. And finally, I get that you may still be sitting on the fence. I get it. I get that cash flow is often a problem. I'm a small business person just like you. But so let me take the risk away from you, please. If you step up and you make the investment in the Retail Mastery System, you become part of our community, I will give you an unconditional 1 full year money back guarantee. So if this is not the best thing, not pretty good, not all right, if this isn't the best thing you've ever done for your business when you get it into your store, if you're not thrilled, if it's not the best thing, send it back. We'll give you all of your money back. You've got 1 full year to test drive it. You got 1 full year, no risk. So the upside is enormous. You saw the videos in the video contest. You know, those are real people, real success stories. So the upside, what it can do for you, is tremendous. The downside really doesn't exist. With that full money back guarantee, it really doesn't exist. So I'm encouraging you to step forward, to make the move, to do this, to make the investment in the Retail Mastery System for yourself, for your family, for your future. Now, this is where it gets even better, because we are in the middle of our fall promotion, and from now until Friday, so you only have 3 days to make a decision. From now until Friday, it's not $24.97. It's only $197 a month for 12 months. So you're going to get, you know, the entire Retail Mastery System. You're going to get the tickets to the summit. You're going to get the time in AmazingRetailers.com. You're going to get the momentum builders. You get the full money year, the 1 year money back guarantee. You get it all, and it's only $197 for 12 months. Or if you want to pay for it all at once, you can save $367 off the payment plan price, and it's only $19.97. So again, I would love to help you. I would love to include you in this amazing community of amazing retailers. I would love to help you get to the WizBang way, that place where your business is providing you and your customers and your family with love and joy and money and excitement and all of those things. But in order for me to help you as much as I can, you have to step up. You have to make that commitment. So do it right now, and we will see you in the community.